Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for returning if you are returning. I really appreciate all your likes and comments and subscribes. Thank you for your patience in getting this reading out to you. I've just been resting after, as you all probably know, quite an intense year. And I don't like to do these readings when I'm feeling tired or drained. So at least you know that when you get these readings, I am in a good space. I am an intuitive reader, if you're new. So I channel as well as read the cards. It's not just about the cards. So Aries, I've cleansed and blessed the cards and the space. We're just going to do a general reading for you today to see what's coming towards you. In general, that could be love, career, life. This is not going to resonate with every single Aries out there, so please keep that in mind. Take the bits that resonate with you and leave the rest. Don't make it your story if it's not your story. So Aries, let's get into it. Okay, we're going to get some oracle messages for you, and then I'm going to look into the tarot. Okay, starting with the sacred oracle spirit. The Most High. What are the messages for Aries, the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and other strong placements? Okay. Thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Okay. So you possibly have been feeling this energy or are releasing this energy at the moment, or learning how to ground yourself and just be present, because uncertainty is all about, the future. Uncertainty comes with wondering about what might go wrong, or wondering about different situations. If you're making a decision about career or your life, whether to move or not, as an example, but like big changes in your life that you have been uncertain about. And I think a lot of that has to do with you being maybe a little bit up in your head about it. So head over heart, logic over heart decisions. And that's what happens if you are in sword energy. So you could have air energy in your chart, but you don't have to. What I'm just sensing is a lot of overthinking maybe that's clouding the situation. Emotions that haven't yet settled, so you can't see clearly through waters that are stirred. Emotion is water. And you've just been feeling a little bit stuck. It's also a sense about being in the present. Aries likes to blaze a way forward. They like to lead the way. They're confident. You are always willing to be the first one to do something. So they're the leaders rather than the laggers. So it's interesting now that you find yourself in a space where you're not sure which direction to go in. So you may be feeling a little bit out of your comfort zone, because it's unlike you to know in which direction you want to go. You're very quick decision makers usually. But something is different about the situation. It's quite significant. It could be a culmination of all your other choices, all your other decisions, your life path. It's a significant event in your life path, I'm getting. And you see that red butterfly there as well. That's also a sign of hope. The red is the color of Aries. It's an action color. It's the color of Mars, the red planet. So that's Aries energy, and butterflies symbolize transformation, healing, metamorphosis. So a big shift. So even in your possible mental fogginess, you're still open to divine guidance, which is important. And that's also the advice that they want to give you, is when you clear out the swords energy, the overthinking, a pathway can open up for you to make clearer decisions, and maybe more decisions based from your heart space rather than from your brain. Because oftentimes the head is what is or can be controlled by the ego, and the ego wants us to stay safe and, not push the comfort zone sometimes. There could be different reasons for the ego not wanting to shift, besides just being change. So head over heart decisions, just be aware of them, follow your passion, and open up or stay open to the divine. Okay, Moonology card. Okay, those two wanted to come out. So yes, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So this is about everything that has been possibly hidden or bottled up. This is a new cycle, and your previous reading was very similar, that it's a new cycle of of evaluating your emotions, of balancing things out. So yes, you are doing some shadow work, and the shadow work is looking at those hidden, sometimes unhidden aspects of the self that are in the subconscious mind that drive our behaviors and actions, and just shining a light on them. So this could be a period you're going through, which is why the uncertainty makes sense. And then take time to breathe out. So yes, this is a challenging time. So make sure you're getting your rest, that you're listening to what your body needs, what your soul needs, what your heart needs, and just doing things that are for you, to rejuvenate you, to restore, to bring back balance. Because if our physical bodies aren't feeling good, it's difficult to connect, because we are in denser energy when we are not well or tired. So get your rest, get whatever you need. Okay, let's see what animal spirit is coming towards you, Aries. Okay, the bat spirit, that's interesting. A rebirth is assured. Very much Scorpio energy as well, and it's a 5. And 5s represent significant change. So this is definitely about going into the subconscious, the shadow part. Bats are a creature of the night, so yeah, you all are embracing your Batman or Batwoman. The masculine and the feminine of the shadow that needs to be worked out. And this is good, because these are the things that hold us back from living our full lives. They hijack our life paths without us even knowing. So when we become aware of them, we can learn how to live with them and embrace all parts of ourselves without trying to fix anything. Nothing needs to be fixed. You are a being of pure light, just, with every single aspect of you. And when we start looking at the things that we perhaps don't like about ourselves and start wanting to fix them, it's a very different energy from embracing them and saying, you know what, this is part of me. As long as you're obviously not hurting anybody in the process or hurting yourself, but this is a part of me and I'm going to embrace it. So you acknowledge it, you give it airtime, you say, okay, this is, it's not me, my experiences are not me. I'm going to let this flow through me rather than push it down. So very similar to your previous reading, which was about balancing of emotions, integrating emotions. It was a journey from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. So this is a very similar theme that's coming out. So let's look at the tarot, Five of Swords. Yes, mental conflict. Wow, exactly that, what I was saying about the swords. That's the card of what I was describing. So interesting that it's coming out underneath the uncertainty. And do you see how similar the images are if you compare the swords with the trees? So that's why I was getting a very swords energy. So I shouldn't be surprised actually that the Five of Swords did come out. So yes, mental conflict, not sure how to deal with this. There's a lot of a release of control when you realize you never really had control. Yes, but there will be justice. So you are coming to a place where whatever the situation is, it will bring balance. This is the card of Libra, so you could be dealing with a Libra. There will be justice in the situation. Karma is being played out, so it's your karma as well. It's a cycle that you've needed to go through, and a lot of these cycles are now ending. So a very big, significant transformation, ending of a cycle is what I see. And there's 1 week to go for the full moon, so it could be around that time as well. Yes, they're saying yes. The moon is in Libra tonight, so they're saying yes. Full moon in Libra, which is in a week's time. 9 of Swords, some more Swords energy. So yes, this is difficult. It can cause sleepless nights, anxiety. It's the fear about the future again, the fear about this decision that needs to be made. Spirit is saying trust in the divine, trust in the Most High, trust in divine timing. If you don't believe in a higher power, trust your higher self. There's always a higher self that feels, that observes your thoughts, that's different from your ego self. So trust your inner guidance and intuition. And when you know it's intuition, it doesn't cause anxiety and fear. Intuition grounds you. It helps you to feel calm. Okay. So yes, take the time out that you need, Pisces energy, the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Take time to breathe out. You don't have to rush this decision. Listen to your intuition. Heart overhead decisions. Yes, take time. Take time out. And I know this card has been coming up for you a lot this year, but maybe it's because you are working too hard and you could be burning yourself out. Aries, again, wants to take action, trailblazers, wants to lead. So you might have taken on a lot of projects this year, done a lot of things, changed a lot of things, and you're feeling exhausted. So it's time to take that time out, to breathe out, to listen to your body, to get grounded before you make any big decisions or... Yes, that's your energy, Aries. The Queen of Wands is the card of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but mainly Aries. It's a fire card. It is about standing in your power. This is what your transformation is bringing you to, is the integration of the divine feminine, whether you are male or female, however you identify. This is the divine feminine representing Aries. So you are showing up in your reading as the divine feminine. You are leveling up. And when I say feminine, again, however you identify, we all have feminine energy. It's the nurturer, the carer. The Queen of Wands, specifically, is very magnetic, very attractive, beautiful, in the spotlight, getting a lot of attention normally, charming, trailblazing, takes action, very spiritual as well, but she's sunny, vibrant, fire energy, and that's what you are integrating. It might be taking some time though. The Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck, and that's okay. That he doesn't, even though he's the slowest knight in the deck, it's because he's surveying his options, he's looking at the lay of the land, considering his past experiences, probably the most practical, mature knight of the deck. Card of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but I see it more as a Capricorn card, planning ahead. And a lot of people can say this is procrastination for Capricorn sometimes. That is the shadow side of it. But in this case, and in most cases, it's about taking your time, letting it unfold, and being practical about it, grounding yourself. So another grounded energy advice card coming through. Okay, Aries, I'm just going to get one more card, they're saying, to end this reading. So beautiful reading. Wow. Unbelievable. The progression from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. This was a feature in your last reading. And it's strange because I wasn't actually supposed to do an Aries reading. So clearly this reading has been guided because I've done your reading already, your general reading. That's interesting. That's never happened to me before. But I just had Aries in my head all day long to do an Aries reading. So this is a very strong message coming through for you, Aries. Emotional mastery is what I was saying. A repeat of the last reading. Not a repeat, a confirmation message from Spirit that the last reading was one of the steps in this journey that you're taking to level up, and that is about integrating your emotions. The King of Cups is the most emotionally mature king of all the kings. He is a king of water. He has deep emotion, but he doesn't always show it. Card of Scorpio, so you've got almost 3 cards of Scorpio because you got the bat, you got the new moon in Scorpio. The bat's not really a Scorpio card, but I see it as, kind of Scorpio energy. And the King of Cups. Scorpios are very deep thinkers. They feel very deeply. It doesn't mean they show the emotion though. So he's very stable in that way. He doesn't just gush out his emotions either, but he's integrated them. And I think this is a new thing for you, Aries, possibly, or a lesson about integrating emotions in order to step into your fire energy. Because when the elements are out of balance, you get stuck because they're not working together to move forward. So you've been in a lot of fire energy, but remember you and in a lot of air energy as well, overthinking. So balancing out with water energy, emotions, emotional mastery, and then earth energy with moving practically and slowly is exactly what you need. You could possibly need a chakra balancing as well. Your energy centers might be out of balance. But wow, beautiful way to end that reading. So divine masculine and divine feminine. If you haven't, go check out the last Aries reading. I think it will be of significance to you if this resonated. Thank you for staying to the end. Sending you blessings, love, and light. Good luck on your journey.